We're alive.
Boom.
YouTube.
Woo. Woo.
We're live.
Got the notification.
Oh, you better
Get
click on it.
notification.
We got some insider trading going on
Insider trading. You're going to jail.
See you, Pete.
What?
You're getting locked up.
Richard B. Hey.
He's
YouTube.
Frost.
I'm on.
Forced?
My man.
Amon is always
First.
on this.
You do. Twoob?
You,
Says Twoob.
yeah, YouTube.
You see one of the last videos? This kid commented, "Wheat for pickles." And it literally sounded like Ant said that. Did you see that
I don't
comment?
even know.
When did
Oh
it sound
my
like I
God.
said that?
When you said wheat for pickups, but it literally sounded like you said wheat for pickles.
All right, we're gonna have to pull. I'm gonna have to bring this up now.
I did not say wheat for pickles.
Well, I don't think you said it. You definitely said
This
it.
kid's going to the
correctly.
Packers game Sunday. I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Because the Packers.
And they're gonna lose to the Bills.
To the
I gotta eat my
Bills.
underwear. No, we didn't decide on that.
You gotta lick your underwear.
Lick it.
Thanks for the fantasy help last week. Did we actually help you?
Oh, whoa.
That's what we do.
Did we actually help you there, Amon, or are you being sarcastic?
Offense is gonna pull away.
Oh, it just started and halfway through.
Week 4 pickups.
I don't think it sounded like pickles.
I did
don't know,
not
the
say
kid-
pickles. Are you kidding
We're
me?
not saying you said pickles. It's just one kid commented saying that you said that.
Okay.
It's a conspiracy.
I guess,
It's a
yeah.
conspiracy.
Well, all right.
Are you online 24/7?
Amon is always here, Vincent.
Vince, you got a problem with that?
You got a problem? Do you think the Chiefs will make the Super Bowl this year? Well, here's the thing. Everybody just seems to be so sure that the Chiefs and the Rams are going to the Super Bowl, so that means
It's not happening.
it's not happening. It's week 4. It's not happening.
It's week 5 now.
No, it's week 4.
Is it week 4? Oh, shit.
Only one game
we
to
did
do.
our
You're supposed to be our
pickups.
insider,
I am the insider. I'm on the inside, not on the outside.
but you're not inside.
Sniffing?
You have to sniffle on the mic like that?
I do.
It's a good looking question.
What you got for us? What's on our agenda?
Yeah, what's on the agenda today?
Oh, 8 Ryan
Flores.
just
Is
subscribed.
that 8 Ryan or Brian?
Brian. I don't
Wait.
know.
Wait, it could be 8 Ryan.
It's a subscriber though. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. I had Kirk Cousins on the bench. Oh man, I would have told you to start him. I've been saying all week he was gonna have a day, and I said they were gonna win because he was gonna have a day. Little did I know, the Rams were gonna have it. Jared Goff was gonna have a better day. Yeah.
It says when's your birthday?
Whose birthday?
Who?
Yeah, who's you want to know? Whose birthday? Last year Chiefs were
They were
13
not 13-0.
13-0 at one
I think they were
point.
6-0.
6-0. Jason, can we fact check that?
Fat chicken?
Fact.
Oh.
Fact.
Yeah, teams start like really good all the time. You see teams start like 5-0 and then they just blow it. It happens all the time. So I mean, it's way too early right now. Obviously, the Rams and the Chiefs look like the best two teams, but just because everybody is so sure that's the two teams, it's just not going to happen. Maybe one of them, maybe. Thought Russell Wilson would be better than Cousins. Seahawks play the Cardinals. It could be. I was pretty confident about Cousins though because those corners were hurt. Oh, Peters ended up playing, but he was hurt. Peters didn't have a good game. He was getting beat by Aldrick Robinson early. I don't know what happened to Aldrick Robinson like later on that game. He was wide open twice for a touchdown, and he just like wasn't on the field anymore. They're using Mike Boone, their third string running back, at receiver. I have both Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Should I trade
Trade them both.
Allen? Allen's hurt right now. He's questionable, right?
So that means Mike Williams is going to do some nice things for you.
Allen's pretty darn good though if he's healthy, but he's hurt right now.
This kid asked, when is your birthday, Frogs Angels? There's 4 of us here, so
No,
I'm
he's
not-
like when's Frogs Angels?
Oh, the Frogs Angels
Yeah,
birthday.
I have no clue on
I think
that.
it's in December.
December.
How do you
think
know that?
Yeah, what did you
I think it's in
I
December.
think he's just
This
pulling
channel's been up for like what? Almost how long?
No, I think it's
pulling- he's
December
pulling out
1st. I think it's December 1st.
pulling
years.
out his ass.
You want to
I thought it
bet?
was
Go to the
longer.
info on the
Yeah,
channel.
no.
Go to the info on the channel.
No, I'm not gonna go find where it says that. I have no idea.
I'll find it for you guys.
What if today was our birthday? You don't even know.
We don't even. What happens if it is our birthday?
It's my party. I can cry if I want.
I have no idea.
I'll find it for you guys.
We'll go streaking through the quads and into the gymnasium.
If I got it.
Twisted Gaming with the
December
Titans.
1st, 2014 is our birthday.
2014.
Yeah, but that was this
Amon
channel.
knew.
First channel.
I knew before you knew.
Amon.
Uh,
Oh my
Amon's on
God,
it,
he's
dude.
on. He's
He's
on his
on it.
A game this evening.
What do you-
Wow.
Jesus, that's a true fan.
Can somebody sign this kid up?
I
Send-
did see a question for a
You guys-
Titans fan, Pete.
Somebody's gotta send him on something like a souvenir. Maybe the underwear that I have to lick after I lick it. We could send it to him.
That'd be kind of cool.
Amon, you're gonna get some licked
Give
underwear
him a
sent
slap
your
on the
way.
ass. Slap on the ass.
Put
and say,
your
"Nice
address
job."
and your social in the chat.
Yeah, Pete, thoughts on the Titans game against the Eagles? Leave
Let's
that
hear
to-
it, Pete. Speaking of the mic.
Thoughts?
Thoughts?
I don't really have any thoughts. I don't know.
Are you
We
nervous?
have to wait and see.
Are you sweating a little
I'm
bit?
not. No, not really.
Not sweating. Okay.
You
I
think
think it's gonna be a good game.
there's gonna be any trickery?
Trickery.
I
Real
don't
What does
quick,
that mean?
Amon wants autographed undies.
We
Oh,
can make it
yeah.
happen. We'll make it happen. Man, we'll give you some autographed undies. Don't you
They
worry.
have to do an unboxing reveal. Like he just unpackages them and he just holds them up for everybody to see.
Oh my, yeah. Okay, Amon.
Do you want stream
No, you
warmed
see
or
what he
what?
says?
Stream warm?
Look-
What
Okay,
is
well,
it?
none of it first. No, that's okay.
Yeah,
All
we're gonna pass on that part,
Going a
Amon.
little too far now.
You're getting a little carried
Um,
away. Okay, behave. Behave.
Little underwear circle jerk, guys. Come on now.
Matthew's gonna get another roughing the passer penalty.
He's averaging one a week.
I don't think he will.
We'll get to that.
He's averaging one a week.
We'll get to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we will.
Danny's got an NFL conspiracy based off the roughing the passer and penalties and bullshit.
I was gonna have a whole PowerPoint, but I didn't have time to it because I had work in Schmidt. So
Schmidt, given how good Jared Goff has been playing, was he the right choice over Wentz? I think he means.
They're both good
They're both like pretty different though too. So I mean, I think
for
Yeah.
their style
Goff
offense.
was throwing dimes though. He
I-
was putting balls where balls like
balls are meant to be.
yeah. Some might even call it a teabag, T-ball. I got nothing.
What, that was so bad.
It was really
That
bad.
was so bad.
Yeah.
Can you
I
guys
think they made the
answer
right
my
choice.
question?
I had Goff over Wentz in that draft class, but it really depends on the team. You know, people like label guys bust. Not that neither of them anywhere near bust or ever were, but guys will label somebody a bust, and maybe they're just not on the right team. So it's just kind of where players go. That's just what happens. Are the Niners cursed, or is Jimmy Garoppolo a bust? I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he was as good as people thought in that short period of time last year, but I think he can still play and has potential. Can't really say they're cursed because
have a
of the
question, though.
injuries, because a lot of teams have those injury problems, but
Would if he didn't sit behind Tom Brady, would he have all the same hype?
no.
That's pretty interesting.
Shanahan didn't want him. I think Lynch and everyone else did, probably because of the whole Tom Brady thing. Shanahan's just basing off, because Shanahan wanted Kirk Cousins this free agency. He wanted to wait. And so Shanahan's the guy that's going to base it off what he's seen on the field. The rest of the guys, I think, kind of based it off of Brady a little bit.
I think Dingleberry's got a question for Junior.
Dingle.
Dingleberry.
He said on his favorite. Oh.
Oh. And he got a little heart.
We'll send,
Oh,
he'll
you
send you some
shouldn't
undies.
have. I'll send you some undies. With some streaks in there.
Let's hear your question though, Dingleberry. I don't know how to say your name. I apologize. Maybe you can hyphenate it for us.
Dingalingalo. Dingalingalo?
Dingalingalo.
That has
Okay.
a nice little
kinda
flow
fun.
to it. That's pretty fun. That's my favorite name. Well, I'm his favorite, so he's my favorite.
Cool.
The Titans. Wait, Pete, you want to answer this one here, Pete? The Titans like
It's
to
not a
run.
question. It's just.
He's just stating something?
He's just stating.
Why don't you go ahead and
Just explain.
yeah.
Explain.
Dive into that one, Pete. Read it and then talk.
Titans
about
like to run the ball, and with the Eagles' number one rush defense, I am expecting us to hopefully come out strong through the air with Mariota. Hopefully, Mariota is 100%. It seems like he's getting better. Like, it seems like this week of practice went better for him. Like, he was putting some zip on the ball. Like, they were saying his velocity was down the last 2 weeks, and it seems like it's getting better, but it's not 100%. But I definitely think they'll start to air it out a little bit more. With a consistent quarterback back there. I mean, they're all over the place last couple weeks, so
But can Mariota?
Mariota.
I call him Mariota because he's a Mary.
Okay.
Not sure what that means.
Here's a
Is he
question.
Is he able to air it out though? Has we ever seen him air it out?
Never
Huh?
in his career.
Has he ever? What's the most amount of yards he's ever? He's never had like a Jared Goff. I mean, Jared Goff.
Did you
is
see
on
his
the same
first
day.
game of his NFL career?
No.
Perfect
Beginner's
pass.
luck.
Perfect pass rating, 4 touchdowns.
How many yards?
I don't even know what it was. to be honest with
Who do you think will win the NFC North? There's the question.
Flying T. Junior, you can go ahead and start with this one.
We got 2 Bears fans in the room, and they're
No.
currently leading the division.
I love the Vikings. I'm gonna say the Bears.
Oh, this guy. As a Bears fan, I'm definitely going to go with the Bears because it's still too early for me. I'm going to be honest. It's still way too early
Yeah,
for
it
me.
is
The Bears offense needs to prove a lot in the next coming weeks. I'm hoping that they take a big step this week, but that defense looks unreal, and hopefully it'll carry them through.
It's so weird just because like at the beginning of the year we all thought this is going to be one of the best divisions of football just because like every team was so close. But now you got the Packers with Rodgers playing hurt, the Vikings with now they're looking inconsistent with the bad O line.
I think the Vikings are still going to.
They're still the clear cut best,
They
but now
played
but
well
like
against
every
the Rams.
team has a huge question mark. The Lions are inconsistent. The Bears' offense is super has yet to figure themselves out. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
If the Bears offense can consistently get like 300 yards passing and maybe like 1 or 2 touchdowns passing a game, I would say the Bears are the clear cut favorite because of that defense.
If
Suck
the offense can get going, but
Well, the defense, like they have to get sacks every game for the defense to be that good. I think I honestly think you can throw on the Bears. I think you can throw on them if you have time. Like going head to head, maybe the Vikings can't match up good against the Bears because they will get the pass rush, they will get the sacks. But as a Viking, I mean, I am a Vikings fan, but and there's a lot of Vikings fans doubting them. They're real mad right now. I'm pretty confident they'll figure it out. I think. You can't be confident the offensive line will figure it out. You can expect some improvements, and they got to figure out the run off. They cannot run the ball. They can't run the ball. I think that'll get better, but you can't be confident about the offensive line. But I'm confident Zimmer and the defense will figure it out. The thing about yesterday that makes me think they can figure it out, it wasn't like most like good games by offenses was like it's like the Vikings would move the ball like chunky yards, touchdowns. The Rams were like decent yards, touchdown. They would get the ball and it'd be a mistake. I don't know why Anthony Barr's on receivers. The one touchdown in the corner of the end zone, Mike Hughes and Trey Waynes were both on him. I don't know whose guy it was supposed to be. I think if Trey Waynes is out of the way, I think Mike Hughes, the worst case scenario, he deflects the ball. Even though it was a beautiful throw by Goff.
Beautiful.
But somebody had their hands on it. I think Wayne's had his hand on it regardless. But there's just simple mistakes like that. And I'm confident the defense. Okay, look at last year. At this time last year, they were 2-2. Right now, they're 1-2-1. So a little worse because they're missing that win. Same amount of losses. The defense wasn't that good. Nobody thought the Vikings defense was one of the best in football at this time last year. And then all of a sudden they went on a streak, and that defense became that defense. I don't think it's going to be as good as last year, but I know they will figure it out. I don't know if the offensive line will figure it out. I know the defense will figure it out.
who knows?
Riz, let's just go ahead and hope that they can figure it out.
They will figure it out. Offensively, I mean, as a Vikings fan, it kind of sucks though right now because we finally got a quarterback. This is easy for sure.
No, we.
Yeah.
You.
Me and Vikings fans
Yeah.
and the Vikings.
Yeah.
Finally got a quarterback, best quarterback in the Vikings since 1 year of Brett Favre, the one good year of Brett Favre.
But what about Keith Kasem?
He was good, but Cousins is better.
What about Bradford?
I do have a question. So if Packers are 1-1-1 right now,
Yeah.
what do you think if you had to take a guess on what they're going to do the rest of the year, what do you think their final record would be?
How many wins?
Yeah.
I'm honestly taking in the factor that Rodgers could continue to get his injury could continue to get worse.
Here's my question. So if you had to, Packers have nothing but Rodgers.
They have
If you had to put
a left tackle and
if you put Kirk Cousins
one
on that
wide
team,
receiver.
what would you rank them? How many wins would they get with that team around them and just Kirk Cousins
so basically
swapping quarterbacks?
That's a good question. How
I
many
don't know
wins?
what brought me to think that, but I was just curious because like
You're always thinking. That's why.
I'm
You're
a big
always thinking.
thinker. Yeah. Usually
Well,
on the
Rodgers
toilet.
is better, but Rodgers has the offensive line, like the way better offensive line, but then he doesn't have Diggs and Thielen, and I don't know. I couldn't answer that. How many less wins does Kirk Cousins get than Rodgers on the Packers?
How much is Rodgers carrying the Packers is more of my question, because without Rodgers, that team's nothing.
Yeah, it's
And without Danica.
Although Kaiser, I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on now.
Kaiser, yeah.
Danica.
if you take Rodgers off the team, and you can't say Kaiser.
You're left with Kaiser.
If Kaiser's the quarterback the rest of the year, do they get the number 1 pick in the NFL draft?
Ooh.
They actually, it's close. I don't know if
I
they
don't know.
do. They could. They only have 1 win right now, but that's not really.
But don't the Packers play the Bills? Who would win in the
week?
Bills or Kaiser?
Bills versus Kaiser the entire game.
Yeah.
I would take the Bills instantly. I don't think the Bills are the worst team.
But
I
if
think.
Kaiser has a couple games, let's just say Rodgers is out the rest of the year and Kaiser plays 6-7 games, and
And
they
it's
play
not
the
really
Bills.
Kaiser's fault. The rest of the team just isn't that good.
Yeah, but Kaiser's that's tough.
He could get better as the season goes on.
Yeah.
but-
But I mean, he does have some. I mean, they do have some weapons on that offense still.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't rule out any 4 teams to win the NFC North. Really, the Lions actually did figure it out.
Yeah, but that's every year with the Lions, it's consistency. If they can be consistent.
I just don't see them winning like more than 9 games. I think it's like the max.
Bears are gonna sweep them though. Just saying.
We probably missed some questions. I kind of
Scroll
want
up a little
to. I
bit.
kind of want to recap the last night game before we.
Let's scroll up a little bit though.
No, we saw that. Do you guys think the Saints defense can pick it up, or will they be towards the bottom moving forward this season? I think they'll pick it up, but I think they'll still be towards the bottom. Does that make sense? I think maybe not like 30 through 32 range, but I think they've been pretty bad. I think they'll get a little better, but they'll still be the bottom half in defense.
Who did they draft last year? I mean, this year.
They traded a
Davenport?
first-round pick for Marcus Davenport. He's a defensive end.
How's he playing?
He actually played a pretty good game. I think it was the last game or was it 2 games? I can't remember. He actually played a pretty good game. He was kind of one of those guys that was going to take some time, but they were pretty darn confident. So they don't have a first round. They basically traded 2 first-rounders for a defensive end.
I saw he's got.
Yeah, but sacks are important.
Yeah, but pass rushers are hard to come by.
I saw he's got number 2.
Not this year. This
number
draft
2
is loaded.
rookie for edge rusher for Pro Football Focus.
I still want to trade that pick because you're just getting rid of a first round. This draft class coming up is loaded for pass rush. Nick Bosa has an injury and he would be first overall. What's so funny?
Hashtag spin move.
Hashtag spin move. Love it. Gotta love it.
Who said that?
Some guy said, "Hey Falcons fans."
Falcon.
Falcons fans. Hashtag spin move. What a move.
What a move.
My mom wants to know how the Bears game you went to was.
It was actually pretty good. I mean, the Arizona Cardinals Stadium is like really nice. It was like 99 degrees outside and probably like 70 degrees in the stadium. Their air conditioning was full blast. It felt really good. But there was I'm not even joking. I would probably say 60-40 was Bear fans there. There was more Bears fans in that stadium than there were Cardinals fans, and it was loud. Like, especially, it was really cool seeing in a different stadium the Bears players pumping up the crowd in a different stadium. I'm actually very thankful I got to see that. It was really cool.
The first thing you talked about was air conditioning.
Larry
hot
Fitzgerald,
though.
keep or sell, basically, is what Javier is asking.
Sell.
Just see how
Someone in the
see how
room
it
here-
goes this week.
Yeah, you
Someone
gotta
in
see
the
how
room here accidentally drafted him.
Oh yeah, that was an
Oh
accident.
my god, I'm so pissed off about that.
Click the button by accident. Yeah, it depends on what you're getting from him, but I don't know if it's gonna be that much. But I think Bradford can throw the ball. Honestly, I think so can Rosen. But so I mean, kind of gotta wait a week or two, I guess. Can the Bills be the smartest for drafting Josh Allen? The smartest, like out of who?
Oh god,
I got a good question over here.
What happened?
guy's shitting his pants already.
Oh boy.
Good thing I'm on this side of the
They don't
table.
call me Danny F and Cheese for nothing. Huh?
Got to see more of Josh Allen. Are the Chargers the real deal or not? Well, they're 1-2, so I don't know what you mean by real deal. I think on
Real
paper,
deal shitty.
I think on paper they should be with Joey Bosa. Well, I mean, they should win double-digit games, but they missed them for some games, and they're not as good on the field as they are in paper. I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs. Chargers got to make the playoffs. They have to.
Maybe.
They can win that division still.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You expect the Chiefs to win that division, but it's so early.
Maybe.
Chargers can catch fire. They had a hard schedule already. Their two
Maybe.
losses are the Chiefs and the Rams.
Maybe.
Facts.
Facts.
Is Ryan Tannehill the real deal, or is it just a good start?
No, it's a fluke.
Is Adam Gase the real deal?
I'm never really a huge fan of Tannehill. He's better than a good amount of starting quarterbacks, but I don't know if he's like a franchise quarterback. He's pretty solid, but he's not a three. He's not like a playoff quarterback. I still don't know if the Dolphins make the playoffs. Rams could have gave more exotic looks on defense when they made plays.
They
Yeah.
do too much. Is it exotic then? If they just give those exotic,
It's more
looks?
legendary then.
Oh, okay.
The Rams. I don't know if there was really anything that exotic going on. Really, I think. The Rams defense didn't play a good game. They won the game still, but the Vikings have zero run. Kind of going to recap the game now. Vikings had zero run game, so the Rams know they're throwing pretty much on every play. Even if they play the pass, they will stop the run basically because there's just. Every time the ball was snapped, there was just somebody in the backfield waiting for Dalvin Cook or Murray. I think Murray might have saw more touches
Yeah, I've
towards
been
the
not
end. But
impressed with Dalvin Cook so far in fantasy. Sorry.
well, yeah,
I'll say it.
There's nowhere to go. It might be the worst run blocking I've ever seen in my life. There's every single time they run the ball, there's a defensive lineman waiting in the backfield. Early on in the game, somebody tackled Kirk Cousins like as he was handing it off. It was wild. But the Rams, the fact that they knew they had to pass, I think that shows how good Kirk Cousins played. Like they knew he was throwing every play. He has no line, and what he was able to do. So that was impressive. But really, it was the Rams' offense was just ridiculous. Defense could be better. They didn't have Aqib Talib. There's a lot of questions coming in here.
Coming in hot.
I can have those undies then. All right.
Why? Oh yeah, that's a man.
Would you start Doug Baldwin? Yeah, he's playing. He's still hurt though. I mean, it depends on who are the other receivers. That's really what it depends on.
Yeah.
Who you deciding?
Give us some more information.
I would probably off the top of my head, I think maybe you would have better guys since this guy's coming off an injury, but I don't know. Do I trade Gronk for McCaffrey full PPR? I don't. I wouldn't. Anybody else?
Don't be stupid.
Well, who else do you have at tight end?
There's
Who are your running backs.
There's like 2 fantasy tight ends in football right now. I have
Yeah,
Ertz. He ain't doing anything.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that was the second one. Is the Bears defense the real deal?
Yeah.
That's.
I think their pass rush is the real deal. I want to see them. Well, we'll see them against the Bucks.
I think with that pass rush. I can't speak. Pass rush. You'll start to see more interceptions because we didn't have a lot of interceptions last year, and we were ranked the 10th best defense. So with the pass rush, the upgraded version of it, they're going to start seeing more opportunities for that. So they definitely can be. They just need to show consistency.
Facts.
Packers could play Kaiser this week and win. I don't doubt
That's-
that, honestly. They could win, yeah, but I would pick the Bills. Anthony Barr was getting lit up by Goff. Yeah, I was kind of getting mad at Barr at first, but then I'm realizing why is Goff on Cup and why on
Goff
Robert
was on
Woods.
Cup.
Barr was on Cup and
Goff has covered his own receiver.
That's weird.
Barr was on Cup and Barr was on Robert Woods.
Barr was wearing a cup. Yes.
Why? Like why is he on those guys?
There's no way Barr was wearing a cup. Nobody wears cups.
You think so?
Need
do you
3
think-
wide
what-
receiver Gordon,
what do you
really
think of
Fitz
helmet
or
to the
Callaway.
I haven't worn a cup
Is that-
since like third
Is that
grade.
Josh Gordon?
I'm guessing.
It's gotta be.
Then you don't start Josh Gordon.
I'd start Ridley, dude. Ridley's been.
Why
on
wouldn't you
fire.
start
said-
Gordon?
He says he needs 3 receivers. Well, I don't.
Need
He,
3
even,
what?
he wasn't even active last week.
Yeah, but it's gonna be this week.
I wouldn't trust it yet.
I
So
think
they're
I
on the
would.
I would go with Ridley.
Wait.
Fitz,
First of all,
or
how is
Callaway.
Callaway still playing?
I don't know.
Doesn't he have the guns thing?
Cops over there are Browns fans. What do you think?
What?
You got who did he get pulled over by? Cleveland police?
Oh, they're saying, "Oh, we need you."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they knew if he got in trouble again, the guy's done forever.
Interesting.
Who's your pick as of right now to be the top 2 teams in the AFC? So like at the end of the year, like Right now, the top 2 teams in the AFC are
No. Right now, who would you pick for top 2? Like at the end of the year, if you had to predict.
the Patriots and Chiefs.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's Chiefs and Patriots. That wasn't in order.
I'm gonna go.
Too
I'm gonna.
early.
It's too early,
Too
but
early for the
early.
Patriots or too early for the
No,
Chiefs?
it's not. It's not too early to tell.
predict who's gonna be the top.
it's who do you think? It's just so weird.
Well, I'm just gonna
prediction.
stick with the 2 teams I picked in the beginning of the year.
The Titans.
I didn't pick the Titans. Patriots and I picked the Chargers.
Talent-wise, Corey Davis or Mike Williams?
Ooh, Pete.
Let's go to you on this one.
And then MCH highlights. Just subscribe. Appreciate the subscription.
You're skipping
Welcome.
the questions. Right now.
That's all right. We're all over the board right now.
Talent-wise, Corey Davis or Mike Williams. I mean, I don't.
Well,
I'm gonna get bashed for what I'm gonna say. So
well, I just go off. They're still so young that I would just go off my pre-draft rankings. I had Mike Williams 1, Corey Davis 2, John Ross 3 out of those 3. So I'm gonna stick with that. Any young guys, I'm sticking to my rankings still. And I guess it kind of depends on which team they're on, but that's how I
I
view it.
got a feeling Corey's gonna go off soon.
Rank the top 5 rookie QBs. Is there 5?
Well,
Yeah.
is this NBA rules?
Baker's number
Okay,
one?
I see what you're
Is this
saying.
NBA rules? Are we adding Mahomes? This is NBA rules.
No.
No.
He had a year to learn that offense. He had a whole year to sit behind Alex Smith and learn that offense.
So we're ranking
Baker's
Baker.
one.
Well, my pre-draft rankings were Baker,
Yeah.
Rosen, Lamar Jackson, but he's not playing. And then I had Josh Allen.
He does
over
look good in that
Darnold.
jersey, though. He does look good in that jersey.
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
He does look good in a
He did-
Ravens jersey.
Yeah, he does look good in the Ravens jersey.
Not as good as he look. I mean, yeah, he looks better in the jersey than he does in shorts.
Are you doing 1 p.m. main FanDuel videos too for Sunday? Wasn't planning on it because I don't do the regular FanDuel. We could do it. I normally don't do like there's so many guys to choose from. I never really got into that. Like regular fantasy, I like the Thursday night one. If anybody did Aldrick Robinson, I had Aldrick Robinson in my $5 spot, and I'm getting 2 touchdowns. Yeah, don't have a plan to doing it for the Sunday one. Maybe in the future we can. Rams offense though, offense. You see what he did there?
Oh,
This Rams offense though. Okay, I'm on. We got to send him a lot of pairs of underwear.
Who do you think is going to win the AFC West?
Well, I would pick you got to pick the Chiefs, but you still can't rule the Chargers out. It's early, but you got to pick the Chiefs. Roughing the passer is worse than Kaepernick kneeling nearly.
We're gonna get to that.
Interesting comment.
I've been
like we
sub
have
for
that
a while,
planned
but
out.
I'm turning off notifications. Been sub since. Wait, you're turning them off? Oh, turning on. I could have sworn it said off. Because why wouldn't he already have them on?
Well,
that's
well,
what I'm
we-
thinking.
You the real
He's been here
MVP,
since
man.
400. Love you, man.
Yeah,
Is
appreciate
Michael
it.
Thomas, a top 3 receiver.
Right now he is.
I think he's right now. Wow. I think he's top 5.
I mean, like, based on what's happening in the season, like right now the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. But
If you had
they?
to draft a receiver for your team,
All right, let's play a game.
I love games.
You love them. If you had, okay, the NFL started over. There's a
No, what?
what?
yeah. There's
Goddamn Goodell.
there's a draft, right? Right.
What?
And you have to draft the players, not based off of 1 year. It's based off franchise. And you're picking a receiver. Who are you picking?
I just get one,
You get one.
and do I eventually get to choose my quarterback?
No. Here it is. You have the first overall pick of the league starting over. Who do you take?
Are you just saying in general or for receivers?
Yeah.
No. In general now. Where we switched it.
Oh,
Baker Mayfield, you idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
Who are you taking?
Russ.
Russell Wilson.
Does age matter?
He's not playing too good this year.
Does age matter?
but-
Well,
I'm
yeah,
going-
because it's a
Okay,
you're
I
going.
didn't know if we're just
Yeah,
saying
but if
in
I'm
general
making a
talent-wise.
team, I can make a team.
I mean,
around.
it's really on you. Like, if you want to take Rodgers and you think you can win a Super Bowl now, and you don't give a shit
Are we
about.
doing a snake draft?
No. I just want everybody gets the first pick. Who would you take?
I think we got to go by position here.
No, just who would you take first overall?
If it's starting over, I'm trying to win the Super Bowl right away. I would take Rodgers. That's without a doubt.
Okay, but I'm talking like franchise. Well, I it's a strategy, I guess. if I take Rodgers now, I wouldn't take Rodgers anyways. You got a bum knee.
I'm just saying, talent wise. But not talking age.
But you're gonna win a Super Bowl. You know, okay,
Jerry Rice, okay?
Jerry Rice. No, franchise. You're trying to build a franchise team. Who's your first overall pick?
Ooh.
Jared.
Franchise, I might even.
Jared
I might
Goff
back
looked
up
pretty good.
Goff? Yeah, that's not a bad pick. But
So we said golf. I wouldn't. I don't know.
Well,
if it's franchise building, you might want to go with Russell Wilson. That's a good pick. I mean, there's probably people you could
Can
probably
you give me credit to that pick?
credit to Junior.
Thank you.
That's what I said I would do last year. I don't know if that's what I would do anymore.
I still think he's better than what he's playing though.
You're just keep basing everything off 3 games. And you keep saying it's not about 3 games though.
It's not about 3 games.
Okay, so why are you basing? Why are you saying you're not gonna take Russell Wilson now?
Is because it's
Ooh,
it was
Pete's onto
He's
something.
contradicting himself so much right now.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
Fight.
Fight.
I mean, it was close
fight,
last
fight.
year, and it's still close. It's between Russell Wilson and Cam Newton for me, and I think I'd take Cam Newton.
I like Cam. I like Cam a lot, but I just when I think of a franchise quarterback, I think of a guy that could throw for 300 yards, and I don't think.
Cam and Russell Wilson are in the same boat. They just never had weapons. Really, now Cam's got McCaffrey, then Russell Wilson had Marshawn Lynch. Other than that, I mean, nothing spectacular. I mean, Russell Wilson had Doug Baldwin. Did he have Percy Arvin at one time? But what does Newton had?
Amon Derek Carr would be a 5th round pick in this scenario. Just saying.
5th round pick.
Yeah.
With or without the eyeliner?
4th round with eyeliner.
Okay.
Okay.
I would take Andy Reid's gut.
Hey,
That's
he's
not a
got
bad idea.
he's got a belly on him.
All right. So receiver. Who would your first receiver be?
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones would be the first.
Julio
Really?
Jones. Yeah,
I wouldn't. Pete's shaking his head. Pete, what do you got?
I'll take Julio.
Corey Davis.
Corey Davis.
Who you got, Pete?
That's tough.
Mine would be Michael Thomas or Julio, but I'd probably
I
lean towards Julio.
actually,
A lot of the top receivers aren't really that young. They're not. I wouldn't say they're old, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
something you gotta look at. Like,
thinking down the road, and maybe Michael Thomas.
I mean, mine
Well,
over here is
Hopkins is my number one. I like Hopkins a lot. He hasn't really balled out too much, but I was big on
Junior's
Hopkins.
the
last
best.
year.
yeah.
that's Paulie though.
Everyone loves you.
That's Paulie though. So that doesn't count.
Love you,
That
Paul.
doesn't count. Jeff Janis. That's a good pick. Jeff Janis. Yeah, Michael Thomas. Any other? Odell's still kind of young.
Okay, can I say a hot take here?
Diggs is only 24. I don't know if I would take him first, but he's only 24. What's your hot take?
Like OBJ is good and all. He's great. He's very good.
I don't like his attitude.
I don't like his attitude either.
I think I hate his attitude. Hate it. And if he didn't have that hair, he would just he'd be. I don't think he'd be the same. That hair, that personality.
The hair makes him catch the. I got it. I got it.
No, I don't like.
You're basing it off
You
his
don't like
hair.
his
Did you
swagger.
see?
You don't
Did
like
you
the
see
swag.
it when Michael Thomas came out and said that like he doesn't need all these like antics to be successful? He said he's going to be like a legendary receiver,
I like it.
and I like that. Like literally, it was just like that's
the,
very.
the prima donna like Terrell Owens type
Yeah.
wide receiver. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I
Even though
just
did
hate
like
that.
T.O. quite a bit, but I just don't like that the showboater status. I know you need to have some swag, but like that dude is prima donna out of his mind.
Yeah, I just hate it.
If you create an NFL franchise, what city would you put them in?
Vancouver.
Oh yeah, Vancouver,
Gotta go with Vancouver.
Chicago. Obviously, it's the best fans in the world.
What
Clearly.
teams have the best jerseys and what teams have the worst?
Oh, okay. Can I? I
Are
know.
we
I know. I'm
doing
gonna.
alternate jerseys?
I'm gonna throw something out there. I'm gonna throw something out there. Pete's not gonna like it.
You know, you don't like the Titans jersey.
I like the old Titans jerseys. I don't like their this year's jerseys.
Actually,
jerseys.
on our graphic here, I really like those old school Rams jerseys.
Yeah, those are nice.
That blue color.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are
But
very
the
nice.
blue and the helmet's
I like how they have the paint on the
helmet
field
is
the
different
same.
than the jersey.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. It's like the outfit guy couldn't coordinate.
Could have been colorblind.
Could have been clip. That's why we have the color rush.
I feel like the 49ers, I'm losing my
For the
voice
color
over. I feel like the 49ers can pull off a couple wins week 8
That's why we
down.
have it. That's why it's there.
With Beathard, I don't think
Beat
so.
hard.
I had Beathard as undrafted, and what round did they take him in? Like 3rd or 4th? I don't know about him. I don't know. Does Color Rush count? I
For
don't,
best jerseys?
I
No.
don't know. Best is Jags, worst is Jets.
I do like the Jags New Jerseys.
Yeah, I like the Jags New Jerseys.
I like the
too.
Bears.
I like how they went
I don't
plain.
like what they were wearing against the Titans last week.
No, but I like how like their whole like
looks so
overall
funny.
styles like
They
now
fixed the
They had-
helmet.
they had
Those
the-
helmets
they had
were
the black
ugly.
Helmet, the black helmet, the white jersey, and the teal pants. It didn't look good at all.
Those,
Interesting.
Those Steelers
Pete, you
alternates,
okay
I-
back there, buddy?
everybody
I'm
hates
getting
those
worried
men
about
like
you.
that.
Somebody's worried about Pete.
Why are they worried about me?
Sound like you're far from the mic or something? I don't know. It's probably the only
Hello.
Why are you worried about Pete? Can we explain here?
Yeah.
thing.
Those Steelers alternates I really like. Everyone hates them, but I for whatever reason I like them. Like where they like the bumblebee looking ones.
Bumblebee.
I gotta look them up. I gotta. We haven't seen them in a couple years, have we?
All right, guys. Do I drop Kittle? Kittle does have
Yes.
chemistry with Beth.
Let him go.
Do you drop him? I wouldn't.
Don't
drop
listen to
him.
anything I say, but let him go.
Who else would you get? I don't think I would drop him. Lions are the most boring. I like the new Lions jerseys actually a lot. I don't like the
New
Lions
Lions
jerseys.
jerseys.
The new line, yeah, like what they're
Yeah,
different.
Lions jerseys look good.
How good though, Pete? How good?
Gray, I like that. It's
Damn good.
The old school Bears ones with the blue and the orange stripes on the shoulders. I like those a lot.
My
too.
I think the Lions home jerseys might be the best for me in the
You know what I'm
league.
talking about.
I think the Vikings helmets are the best in the league. But maybe that's
What?
just
We got
me.
some good questions up
So
here.
since Eric Reed was signed, what was your favorite ice cream?
I'm not really an ice cream kind of guy.
Oh, I'm very, very quiet like a Prius. Okay.
Yeah, but once he gets going, he's going.
Ebron or Hooper. Who should he pick up?
Ebron all day.
Yeah, Hooper sucks.
Come on, Adande.
I can't believe the Falcons. That offense has Hooper as their tight end. Come on, figure it out. All right, Danny, you want to give us? I got Clay Matthews up here.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
buckle up. Buckle
Danny's
up.
got a.
I was gonna do an entire PowerPoint for this, but I never had time to do it.
Buckle
I'm just gonna go
up.
ahead and wing it.
Buckle up.
I'm calling for an NFL conspiracy right here, boys.
Here, I'm gonna sit back. Here, it's all you.
No, I want this to be a discussion because I got nothing. I don't got a lot to say.
No, but the floor
But-
is yours.
All right, because this is gonna be a discussion. What was the biggest issue in the NFL last year?
Kneeling. Players kneeling for the
Kneeling?
national anthem.
Exactly right. What was it? Was it they say Sunday Night Football? They're not showing the
The
national,
national
anthem.
anthem. Yeah.
So obviously that's a big issue that they're trying to hide from the fans, right?
Right.
So my conspiracy for this
Mm.
is that Roger Goodell told the refs.
Whoa, lower your voice.
Sorry, I'm getting excited over
All right.
here. So Roger Goodell told the refs that I don't know what the hell he told them, but they're somehow going to mix in that these roughing the passers are going to be so bad that it's going to make the fans more angry about that than they were about the national anthem. That's my conspiracy, and I think I'm legitly right on this because it has been an absolute joke what we're seeing. Clay Matthews, what was it? We said 3 weeks in a row he's gotten some like
Every week
crazy.
he's had one, yeah.
Yeah, that is absolutely terrible, and that should be a joke.
The one
for
against the
NFL. We're not
Bears, he
gonna-
should have got called.
And you know what's
for.
gonna whoa.
That's two.
You know what's gonna confirm this is the next year they're gonna go back to the original rule. As soon as they do that, if they continue it, then maybe I'm wrong. But if they go back to the original rule, I think it was just a straight hit job by Roger Goodell and a straight conspiracy. That is my thoughts. Discuss.
I have a comment.
Comment. Go ahead.
Do you remember in preseason when there was like they had like that weird guy on the sidelines helping the refs? I guess you remember that.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Do you guys remember seeing that guy?
No.
There was always a guy in the sidelines dressed in ref gear, or not even ref gear. He had the NFL hat with the shirt, and it was like the consultant. They'd always look over to him, and I saw a guy. I forgot what game I was watching. Pretty sure it was the guy, but he was in normal clothes, so you couldn't tell. It was so weird, and I was like, after you told me this theory, I was connecting dots. I think something's going on there.
I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, am I just blowing smoke here? But
It makes sense because we haven't heard anything about the kneeling thing.
we haven't heard anything about.
And they
the
gotta
kneeling
be
thing.
happy
Yeah,
about that.
And exactly right. I mean, they were apparently losing revenue from that, but people are so concerned with the roughing the passer. I think it's a big joke.
Do you think like Goodell and whoever's in charge of the NFL? Do you think they really, really care if somebody knees or stands?
I
If
don't
it-
know. I don't know what.
Okay, if it didn't bring any like distraction or noise, would they care? No, they wouldn't care.
they wouldn't care.
But since it does, they care. So they had to cover it up somehow. And yeah, we got some new conversation. But I think Somebody mentioned it. So, what y'all think is the bigger problem, the roughing the passer calls or the holding calls on punt returns?
I think it's all bad. It's been pitiful by these
The
refs.
roughing the passer calls, I think, ruins like the game, but I think everything else is worse because it shouldn't be. Like you expect the refs to have it down. Like there's some stuff where they just have no idea. Like I've seen so many. I mentioned it before. I've seen so many like false starts, illegal formations, illegal shifts. They let the play go on. Then they throw the flag and they call it. I've seen multiple games. We're only through 3 weeks. We didn't even play week 4 yet. We played one game. I've seen so many for multiple different games of that. So we're playing pointless plays and we're trying to make this safer. And we're playing extra plays that don't count. It's just there are some new refs and maybe that's what it is. Only
Where-
some.
What's up with this guy?
Where do you think the league's gonna be in 5 to 10 years? You know, the thing that pisses me off the most. I'm a biased Bears fan.
What does that even mean?
The most exciting play, in my opinion, in football is a kickoff and a punt return.
Yeah.
And I say in 5-10 years that's just gonna be completely
They're gone.
eliminated from the game. They're already. How many? I bet you could count on one hand out of all the NFL games kick returns. All of them. All the rest are touchbacks. I bet you could count on one hand actual returns from a kickoff
Yeah.
this year out of
I mean,
all
it's
the
either
games.
a touchback or if they do get a chance to return, there's a flag. Punt,
Exactly right. They're literally eliminating it in front of our eyes, and it's bullshit.
punt returns
Whoa.
is like
I'm sorry.
90%.
Wow. Danny's triggered.
I don't know what
Danny is
what-
triggered.
I don't know what you viewers are thinking about that, about my conspiracy. I think it's legit. I think it's plausible.
There's some here. Look
but
at this. I think you might actually be right.
Flag football?
I think it's blatant. I think it's absolutely blatant because we're not talking about the kneeling anymore. We haven't even brought.
Is
up
it
Kaepernick.
bonkers?
It's crazy. And this roughing the passer, I think the players are. It's just bothering me, man. It's
What do you think about
really
this? Devin Hester wouldn't exist with the new rules.
Agree.
Absolutely agreed.
Agreed.
Punt return maybe because he was a better punt returner than he was a kick returner, but still, it's kick return in my opinion is the most exciting play in football. You have people running as fast as you can into each other, trying to get every yard you can. It's and they're taking it away from us. I think it's terrible.
I think it will get fixed. I can see like the special teams going away because they kind of been slowly doing that over the last how many years anyways.
I don't think the
I think they'll fix everything else. But I think the game will still change because I think the tackling is getting softer and softer. You can look at college too. I think it's always been like arm tackles, but I think it's getting worse. Even high school because they see what's happening in the NFL and players are kind of getting scared too because I don't know if it's the NFL and people outside the NFL that don't agree with football really are kind of scaring the hell out of them.
I
with
don't
the
think
concussion thing.
I don't think the union's going to allow for special teams to get eliminated because think of how many jobs, 53-man roster.
Well, they're basically eliminated them already.
Basically 22 starters, and you have all the rest special teams. I don't think the union's going to allow it.
This guy says that. Said, here's my problem with the roughing the passer rules. There are a ton of problems with it, but hear me out. Not every quarterback is a itty bitty dainty boy.
Like
They
Rodgers.
want rushers to lightly push Cam Newton. Yeah, I actually think some of the quarterbacks don't even get the same calls as other quarterbacks though. Like
Yeah.
Rodgers and Breeze and Brady. I mean, Brady doesn't even get touched because his offensive line is just great every single year. But I feel like he says the mobile quarterbacks can take major advantage of this. No, I don't think so. I feel like the mobile quarterbacks don't get the calls. Cam Newton doesn't get the calls. Mariota doesn't get the calls.
I think they should, as soon as they cross the plane, I think they should be lit up. That's what I think. I don't think they should be two-hand touch. They don't treat quarterbacks like they do a wide receiver. And a lot of times wide receivers are smaller than the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak doesn't get the calls. I feel like it doesn't really help the mobile quarterbacks at all.
Yeah. It's a bunch of baloney. That's all I got to say.
All right.
I mean, there was no roughing the passer call on Thursday Night Football last night. But I don't think there was one that they could have called it on. Like there wasn't that many sacks, and Kirk Cousins got hit a couple times at the end, but they didn't have a chance to throw it. So that's a lot of people said right after the game, like
That's
on
because
Twitter.
Clay Matthews wasn't playing.
And no, it's been called on a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree. Blake Bortles doesn't get the calls either. I
Yeah.
don't think Russell Wilson really gets the calls either. I don't know. There's just certain guys that get calls, and there's certain guys that don't.
Russell Wilson's not gonna go yell at a ref, too. He's
Mariota's
too
not
nice.
going to
He's too nice.
He's not going to yell at a ref either.
Yeah.
That's all I
That's
got.
how it is.
That's all you got for your
That's all I got.
conspiracy.
You guys
I mean,
seem-
I like the
you guys
comments.
seem
I
heated.
appreciate the comments supporting because I'm just going back and forth in my head thinking like, what the f are they
David
doing?
Johnson still sucks. and
Goodell's literally placing his hand over the league, and it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, I don't know if you can trade Johnson for Saquon. The Cardinals seems rough. That's hurting David Johnson. Offensive line isn't too good. They get down early, so they got except for last game. But they were up. The Cardinals were actually up last week, and they just were giving the ball to Edmonds and on third down. Like they weren't even giving the ball. I don't know what they're doing. They're not smart. That's got to be the worst coaching staff so far this year. But
Oh,
they put
Mara,
in the
Mara
rookie
last,
at the last 3 minutes. Yeah.
that last question's gonna get you heated over there.
me,
Yeah.
Thoughts on
Uh,
Thielen being called down on Thursday Night Football?
thoughts on Thielen being? Oh yeah, he wasn't touched.
What about when he was like,
my problem.
whistles, that's
Here's
another
my
problem.
problem. Here's my damn
oh
problem.
god, here we go.
Okay, if
Love
he
it.
was, I understand if he's not touched, but if they blew the whistle, like the refs by him, like blew, because it happens so fast. If they blew the whistle and they thought he got touched, like they blew it right away, I'm a little mad. I'm not too mad. But what happened? No whistle was blown. You hear Troy Aikman and asshole say that he's Joe Buck. I mean that
I've heard it both ways.
no whistles blown. Thielen's still going. He goes down about to the 10-yard line, and there's a ref standing all the way out there that he is the first one that blew the whistle. He couldn't let him get 10 like they're taught to do, just like on fumbles. If they're not sure, they let the defense play because they can't reverse it. Like the whistle, same situation. The ref at the 10-yard line blows the whistle and tells him to go back because he was down back there. The guy from that far said he was down.
Can I piggyback on that?
Yeah.
Remember last year when the Bears upset the Steelers in Soldier?
Yeah.
In the soldier.
Tariq had a 40-yard touchdown that they said they called back because he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
If you look at that replay, there was no whistle called, and the ref is still running with Tariq. So somebody else must have saw him step out of bounds. And if you look at the replay, he didn't even step out of bounds. There was you could see some green grass between his foot and the sideline, but they called that back. The same thing. They blew the whistle. They didn't even blow the whistle. They just called it back. But it's bullshit.
Yeah. So I didn't agree with that, but as a Vikings fan, I was actually way more mad about anybody see that block in the back? Sendeo got a block in the back. It was on. I got more mad about that one. I don't know. People probably know what I'm talking about, but
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw the replay. Of
yeah,
that.
Todd Gurley got that big gain. But my problem, it's similar to the Thielen one. My problem, if they didn't call it, then they missed it. They didn't call it. But in the replay, you can see Sendejo getting blocked in the back, and the ref right behind him the second it happened grabbed the flag and threw it. So he saw blocking in the back, and he was right there. They have a meeting. What goes on in that meeting?
They go like this. They go, "Hey man, that was a really good run. I got him on my fantasy team. I think it was."
That's what they do.
Like that's like extra points for me.
Dude, I
kinda
could
need it.
totally win my league.
Yeah, I could
So I was very angry about that one. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
So
that
really,
was some bull.
really, the Thielen touchdown, they cost them that. They ended up getting a field goal. That's 4 points, so a 4-point difference. And then the Rams ended up getting 3 points off the roughing or the block in the back call. They
You
take
know
it
what's the
back.
sad part
So
about
it's
that?
7 points
You
right
think
there.
if it's a big issue between them, they have two giant ass scoreboards that they could be looking at that I'm sure the stadium is showing over and over
Yeah.
and over again. All they have to do is look 45 degrees up to the sky, and they're gonna see the exact
Give or
replay.
take.
And that was blatant block in the back, blatant.
Somebody wants Joe Buck strangled with a banana peel, I guess.
You can pick a better tool than that.
With undies, whitey tighties.
Somebody want anybody pick the Dolphins over the Patriots?
Somebody did.
Danny did over
Danny,
here.
Danny picked the Dolphins over the Patriots.
I had
Everyone
no
else picked the
reason
Patriots.
why, other than the fact that they're 3-0 right now, and I've been hearing it from the fans, so I went with the Dolphins.
Yeah, Lil pushing the back still. Yeah, that's why I saw people on Twitter saying it's because Sendejo ran in front of the lineman. They took it away. The dumbest thing I ever heard. The
People
rule.
get called for less.
If you get pushed in the back, you get pushed in the back, and on top of it, Gurley's running down the sideline. No one's on the sideline. He has to get past the lineman to make the tackle, and either to make the tackle or force him inside to his teammates. That's what he did. He got hit in the back.
The question is that did that block in the back stop him from making the tackle?
I mean, it's not. He had a
He
attempt.
had a chance. Yeah, he had a chance.
but he also was forcing his Gurley to the middle of the
He was
field where
doing his
all of
job.
his teammates are.
Do your job.
He was doing his job.
Do your job.
Miami's head and shoulders the better team right now. They are right now, but the Patriots are going to end up being
Patriots
better.
are the Patriots. That's the
Head,
problem.
shoulders,
It's-
knees, and toes.
Honestly, if it was any other team, I probably would have taken the Dolphins anyway. But I was so iffy on taking them over the Patriots because I know the Patriots are they're gonna work it out.
Should we go on to our MVP picks of the week? Every single week, I got different names up here. I'm changing it constantly. We got some of the same guys, but we make. Oh, I gotta pull up our little icons here. We got big ones down there. The little ones get moved. So basically, we pick our MVP right now. It's not predicting the future. Right now, our MVP. We did it last week. We're doing it this week.
Of the week, MVP of the week is that?
Just right, like if the
As of
season
right now.
ended right now, who would your MVP be? That's basically what
I
it
mean,
is.
I think it's all going to be between two people here.
Who did we choose last week? We all Pete.
No, it's just me and you.
For that.
It's just me
Pete
and you.
chose Pete came along, chose Mahomes. Me and
Yeah.
Junior picked Fitzpatrick.
Sticking with it.
Pete's already gonna tell us that he's sticking. I'm trying to move your guy here. I'm struggling.
Play another good game. They got to win. They're 3-0.
Okay, Pete by Mahomes. Anybody who's new up here? I added Jared Goff to the list. He wasn't there last week. I had Cam Newton to the list. Drew Brees was he? I don't think he was up here.
The thing that's tough is that like
Michael
Jared
Thomas.
Goff already played for the week.
Yeah, you have to kind of
Why isn't the
consider.
Bears defense on here? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna side with Pete here. I'm gonna go with Mahomes.
There you go.
But
Did you have Fitzpatrick last week?
I had Fitzpatrick last week, and but for me, my decision this week is between Goff and Mahomes. But I gotta go with Mahomes. Just like what he's doing with a defense that's subpar is out of this world.
Yeah, Jared Goff lighten it up. Could pick him. Fitzpatrick, it's only it was pretty bad. The second half was good. He threw some bad picks that cost him early on. Cam's just he didn't in terms of yards, he's not lighting up, but he's getting the touchdowns in the air and running. He's just so smart too, and he doesn't have the best talent around him. I still don't think he has some. Breeze, I mean, you take Breeze away from that team. I mean, you could say the same thing about a lot of these quarterbacks, Newton too. Gurley, yeah, I wouldn't really consider Gurley, but obviously very good. Tyreek Hill, one of the most freakish guys in the league, very dominant. You could pick him. Michael Thomas, maybe the best receiver right now. I think it's tough. It's tough. My MVP, I would have to pick Mahomes too right now.
Hopefully, Danny doesn't want him.
I think Cam Newton might actually be the best player in football, but in terms of like numbers and what they're doing and them being undefeated, I think you gotta go with Mahomes. But
I'm not going to fit on that list, but I'm going to go with Mahomes as well.
No,
I'll make you fit right there.
Oh,
Okay,
And I think the fans really want a defensive MVP.
we're doing that next. Yeah, but I gotta move all these icons back though, because it means
I see what you're doing.
oh, we do have it. So hold on.
the
Hold
system's
on.
a little flawed. I'm sorry.
We're getting there, though.
We're getting there.
How are people saying Khalil Mack's the MVP right now? And it's not even close.
Well, I mean, Khalil Mack could be the end. Like the
Defensive MVP.
Yeah, I'll give him the defensive MVP.
Yeah, he
but
would
I'm
never.
not gonna
I
give him
think
the
a
actual
defensive
MVP.
player should be allowed to win. I think they can technically are allowed to win, but I don't think it'll ever happen. So that's why I didn't put any defensive guys up here. I think it's just going to be an offensive guy, whether you like it or not. That one year, J.J. Watt was considered the MVP, and I don't know if he was.
Khalil Mack is playing out of his.
But here's the
goddamn
defense.
mind, though.
New guys in here, not too many. I put Cameron Jordan in here because he's got a good amount of sacks, and he's pretty much the only player on that Saints defense. I added Aaron Donald because he's starting to heat up, and I added Earl Thomas because, yeah, without him there in Seattle, they have a big issue in their secondary. He's playing good football. So could I just go ahead and put
All of us on Khalil Mack.
I mean, that's like
Von Miller?
my pick is not even based off of like bias. His like stats are incredible.
Okay, let me
And
put,
there's no debating out of this world that he's playing right now.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a little closer than we think, but I think we're all gonna pick Mac. I'm gonna pick Mac.
I think the good thing about Khalil Mack too is that the timing of all of his plays have been awesome. Like Cardinals, he stripped. I think Bradford technically just dropped the ball, but
That's a Bradford thing.
yeah, he definitely stripped Bradford on that run. That was a very timely play. So, MVP.
I do like those interior D linemen, Fletcher Cox, Atkins, Aaron Donald. I like Earl Thomas a lot right now too.
Missing Casey.
Jarrell Casey.
Should be in there. Instead of Cameron Jordan. What is Cameron Jordan doing?
Because you take him away from the Saints defense is just the worst in the league without him. Like, he's by far their best player. It's just insane. I mean, you could put Casey there, but thought I'd give him a little respect because what's around him is not good.
What's Pete's pick?
I already said in when I was arguing that comment.
What'd you pick?
What was it?
The kid said that why isn't Khalil Mack in the MVP thing? I'm like, well, he's the defensive MVP, but he's not.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's not going to be the actual MVP.
Let's see what he does against Fitzmagic. Does he get him? How many times does he get him?
He gets him twice.
Twice?
He gets him twice.
Okay. We'll take those away.
Has Jalen Ramsey gotten a pick this year?
I mean, he's
No,
not really
I don't think he's doing anything.
I mean, are people
He's doing a lot of
throwing
yapping.
against
Yeah.
him? Are people
He's
not
doing a
throwing
lot of
against him?
yapping.
Working the jawbone a lot.
You can't intercept the ball with your mouth.
Okay, then.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of people looking for rookies. I wasn't really considered. I think
Derwin James.
you could. I mean, you could consider Derwin James, Darius Leonard, but I mean, I didn't make a rookie of the year graphic yet. I think it's too early, but I think it's between Derwin James and Darius Leonard, two defensive guys. But I think Baker's gonna catch him. I think Baker will win the rookie of the year. Maybe
What about
Saquon
Roquan Smith? Is he going to catch up?
for defense. I don't know if he'll get noticed that much because it was linebacker. I think right now, I think all the other linebackers on the Bears team are better considered. Like, you see them, they do more. They're more noticed more. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like Roquan's not gonna like light up a stat sheet really right at the moment. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey better than all those scrubs. I don't know if there's really like a clear number one corner so far this year because there's just there's no lack of defense and there's just so much passing and it's in completions and Xavier Howard, he's balling, yeah. Pete, are you okay? Like, for real? You sound like, is that what you're reading?
No, I'm fine.
Pete, did you have a bad day?
What this guy's deal is.
I think we need to have an intervention for Pete.
Okay.
Intervention.
Yeah, Ward's definitely up there for defensive rookie of the year. But yeah, intervention. What else do you want to talk about? I didn't have anything else planned here, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Who'd you pick this week for the? You picked Bucks, right?
I picked the
Bears?
Bucks, but I think the matchup might favor the Bears, so
Well,
it's kind of.
I'm pretty sure Prince is out this week, and so is Anthony Miller. So they had Tolliver, the rookie, play last week against the
Yeah.
Cardinals, and they got him at the hitch and go. He didn't play bad, but he's playing very conservative. He was given like 5 to 10 yard cushions, which I did not like. So I think they're actually going to push Bryce Callahan at corner for the Bears instead of playing nickel.
She gets the nod at receiver.
Oh yeah, Javon Wims. Yeah.
He looked good in preseason.
That's not who got the nod.
What are you talking about?
Bellamy is he's the Phil.
He's
I'm
Phil?
the Bears insider
He's
here,
the
and
Phil.
I've heard that Javon Wims. Is
It
gonna
better be
playing.
Wims.
Wims is dressed, but he's not.
How was Wims
getting
not?
the
He looked
start.
so good in preseason. How has he not got like a snap yet?
Because
He hasn't dressed yet.
because of Kevin White. They need to.
Wims is better.
Yeah, but the draft stock value. So yeah.
You're right.
When are we doing an NBA stream?
Even though
Somebody
he
asked that?
hasn't
Yeah.
had a ball yet, I don't think Kevin White's caught a ball this year.
Yeah, we can do it. When the season starts, like 20 days.
Yeah, we'll do an NBA stream for you.
Next Friday, should we just predict everything for the NBA?
Yeah, we're gonna predict all NBA predictions next Friday.
How long is
down
Lowry
day.
Markkinen out?
Should we do it? Yeah, Larry Markkinen.
Larry Markkinen out. 6
All of us say we got 2 Bears fans, a Vikings fan, and a Titans fan, but all of us are Chicago Bulls fans. Unfortunately,
Oh, we were all. Well, at least I was a Timber Bulls fan.
and I tried. I literally I was talking about that to somebody before. I was like, I'm gonna watch the T-Wolves. I watched the first game of the season. I just couldn't do it anymore. It's
Wait.
just-
Who are you talking sports to? That's not us.
Everybody
The
talked
fans.
about this.
The fans. Talking
Oh,
about-
okay. Okay.
I couldn't. You can't switch. I don't know how people switch teams. I can't do it. I wanted to be a Timberwolves fan, but I couldn't do it.
I'm
Are you
my-
gonna be a Miami Heat fan if Jimmy goes there? I loved Jimmy when he was on the Bulls because I
Why is
loved the
there
way he
all
played.
undies?
Because undies are great, dude.
I'm not going to be another fan besides
Where's
the
the
Bulls.
undies comment?
No, I get
It's
it.
like,
My second
so
team
you're
is
just
the
picking
the
on
Timber
me.
Bulls, but it's really I'm not going to watch them really.
My thing on Jimmy Butler, I loved him when I was on the Bulls because I loved his heart playing, but he's an asshole, dude. I did not
He is
like
an
him the way
asshole.
he treated when he became the leader of the team.
Who?
Jimmy.
Oh, like my man Jimmy Butler.
I just didn't like the way he was like.
Is this preseason?
I got a lot of respect for Rondo when he came to the Bulls.
How do I just find the regular season here? Let's just see when the Bulls' first game is.
Oh. Conspiracy.
Pelicans is the first game, I'm pretty sure.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, they
Bobby
play,
Portis.
They play Sunday.
Bobby
Crazy
Portis and Larry Markkinen got in
Regular
a fight.
season, Thursday, October 18th, versus in Philly on TNT. God, why does
You're
Markin
good,
have to
Frog.
be Bulls?
You're good, Frog.
Why does Markin have to be TNT Bulls?
Because the Bulls are tanking. They told him they sat him down.
It's
They're
so
like, hey, man,
stupid.
Like,
I think it's a smoke screen. I think he's still playing.
conspiracy.
Conspiracy. I think Bobby Portis did it. He's responsible.
Well, Bobby had a tweet recently talking about how he was excited to be coming off the bench. He was going for sixth man of the year.
Did you see what somebody asked him in media day?
What?
If there would be a round 2 between him and Mirotic?
That'd be
Somebody
kinda-
literally asked him that.
They were fine on the court together though. I think.
Remember that streak they went on that literally screwed us in the draft?
Yeah.
And it was because of Nico and Bobby. They just
I
would,
wish there was footage of
they
that
would
fight.
there definitely is. They would just give each other high fives on the court without making eye
Could we do a
contact. It was
GoFundMe
so
to
great.
Whoever has that Bobby
GoFundMe.
Portis fight. That one punch knockout. Oh my god, I would love to see that.
Would you take Bobby Portis against the rest of the NBA in a fight? Like
Oh
any
my
other guy?
god, yeah.
Bobby's your number one pick.
Bobby would kill people.
These crazy eyes.
He has you look into his eyes, you're already lost.
Do you see the T-shirt that he's selling? Like, yeah, it's like I think
I
he's got a
want it.
website. It's,
I want
it's
it.
Literally, I have never seen somebody that was called Crazy Eyes call himself Crazy Eyes before.
You gotta own it.
Crazy Eyes.
You gotta own it, make some money off
I
it.
agree with Jared over here.
What Jared said.
NBA season is useless. Warriors win either way.
Yeah, it's
No,
a joke.
LeBron
It's-
James.
Hey, hot take: LeBron does not go to the finals.
That's true.
It's LeBron.
Who's
He's not going to the
finals?
finals.
Who's gonna go?
Yeah, that's what everybody said at the halfway point last year, where the
I'm
Cavs
saying it
lost
was the
like
before
20
point.
who's
straight.
gonna go on the East? Who's is it gonna be the Celtics?
Boston.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. The Sixers are good, but I don't think they're gonna go to the
I don't
finals.
think they're gonna go to the finals.
I don't-
think it's gonna be Boston.
Oh, somebody said
Boston,
James
Golden
Johnson.
State.
That's a good pick.
It's because he's tatted up everywhere.
That's a good pick.
You're just looking at the tats. That's all you're doing.
I
No,
mean,
he said- he
who's the
said-
Morris brother on Boston? Is that Marcus?
Yeah.
Marcus Morris is a scary man.
You know who's a scary man? Birdman.
Birdman doesn't really
He's
scare
a
me.
he's a thug white boy. You don't want to mess with a
They
thug
got
white
they
boy.
got facts here. James Johnson's 19-0 in kickboxing, 6-0 in MMA.
How do you have the insider?
This is really.
Yeah,
Did he,
but Bobby
does he
Por-
actually fight?
Bobby Portis is 1-for-1 on punches, and he knocks somebody out. So
I think Dellavedova.
Oh.
Can't
Yeah,
say
he
his
would just
name
pinch you
anymore.
with his legs.
he just pinch you.
Remember when he did the Taj when he was holding him? Yeah, astronaut. Good night, buddy. Who's a straight thug? We need to know. We're talking James Johnson here.
Birdman. Birdman's a straight thug
I mean, you can never trust somebody with neck tats.
and a mohawk. Does he still? No, he doesn't have his mohawk anymore, does he?
Does he even play anymore?
He's in the
Plays
plays in the
anymore.
big three.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big three. Is that going to be the future of the NBA? The big three?
Yeah, people are gonna retire early
Ice
to
Cube?
go there and just own it.
If Jimmy went to the Rockets, would you root for the Rockets?
No,
No.
I hate the Rockets.
he would look
I'm
so
gonna have a tough time-
disgusting in a Rockets jersey.
Honestly, if Joakim Noah goes to the Timberwolves, I would still cheer for the Timberwolves. I think
Oh.
I think I just like Tibbs.
You like
He's a
anybody
Tibbs
who's
guy?
been on the Bulls?
Yeah, but Jimmy was on the Bulls, and if Jimmy goes to Miami Heat, I don't know.
Do you see that excerpt from
Oh,
that
well.
magazine about what Jimmy said?
Yeah, where he's like,
He said he would never wear an
Heat
NBA
jersey.
or a Miami Heat jersey.
That was probably because he probably didn't want to team up with LeBron.
Yes.
Tyus
Definitely.
Jones would
Mm.
whoop anyone's ass.
Tyus Jones.
He's pretty small. It's pretty small.
he's like a little mouse.
Connor or Khabib?
Ooh, that's gonna be a cool fight.
Connor's
I kinda
gonna
wanna watch
lose.
that one.
Connor's gonna lose.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
Why?
don't know, man.
He talks about how I don't even know how to say this Khabib's name right. I don't even know how to say his name right.
Khabib.
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 Connor talks about how Khabib's gonna come out like crazy, I think Connor's gonna come out crazy.
You know, well,
gonna
I mean,
come out
Conor already
WWE.
reacted. You know,
No, but like you want to stay composed because like if you try to go too crazy, you're gonna
So
get
you're
yourself
out
knocked
here?
out. I think he's gonna get him. I think Connor's gonna be the
MMA,
one to
top
make a
right.
mistake from
Yeah,
that.
I was looking for UFC.
but McGregor is the one who went after Khabib in that
The bus, yeah.
yeah. That was cool.
I'm still shocked that they made this a fight.
Are they trying to make it into like WWE with all the drama?
Apparently, they wanted to use footage from that for like the hype
This is
video, but they wouldn't let them.
Really?
when is this fight?
It's October. Or yeah, October 4th, I think. 6 or 4th.
The
Oh,
hype videos
yeah.
for Mayweather and McGregor were the greatest things. I like those better than the fight itself.
No, you gotta watch the. If you haven't seen,
You watch
the,
it right now.
if you
the Mayweathers.
no, if you haven't
the bedwetters.
if you haven't seen this one, it's great. They already had one press conference. I think it's the one and only, but it's great. It's so great.
For Khabib?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
What was the?
he takes shots with Dana White. Or yeah, Dana White.
Like take a what do you mean? A shot? He takes a shot.
Well,
at him or
Mayweather
takes
saying
Take a
I
shot, like
love Dana
drinking.
White.
He has this huge bottle of whiskey in his hand, and at one point he's like, "I didn't think they were gonna let me bring this in, so I brought another." And he pulls one out of his coat, and he has another thing of whiskey in his coat, and he's just pouring whiskey the whole time. Just
Somebody's
drinking.
asking about baseball.
What about
you got?
baseball? Let me hear it.
Just do you keep track of baseball?
Oh yeah, I'm really keeping track of this Brewers game right now. They're up 1, and I want them to lose.
Danny and Junior baseball guys.
Can you check in on that Brewers
They're up
Detroit
1.
game?
They're up 1.
Yeah, but
Braun hit a home run in the 8th.
I want to see what Yelich is doing.
Yelich?
Indians up 13-1.
Who's gonna? All right, in your honest opinion, who's gonna win the MVP? Yelich or Javi?
Christian Yelich. If Christian Yelich does not win MVP, I'm a Cubs fan, and if Christian Yelich does not win MVP, something's wrong. The guy has hit the cycle twice.
I don't even know
this
who
year.
that is.
He has hit the cycle twice this year.
That's how much I used to watch so
He's
much
insane.
baseball too. that
He
I
is
just
literally
don't
insane.
watch anymore.
If he doesn't win, something's wrong.
Can you pull up stats? Let's break them down.
Stats.
Yeah.
Yelich right here.
There he is.
I mean, is he gonna get the?
He has to. Oh, we get a little highlight here.
Oh,
Oh, nice throw.
Copyright.
Cover-
Oh, give
pause it. Hurry.
It's 5-6 seconds. We're good.
We're good. Yeah. 10
So
second
he's
rule.
got-
That's
is,
like
who's leading in home? I think Carpenter's leading in home runs right now. Javi's got 33 home runs. Carpenter 36 home runs.
Chris Davis is
Javi's
47.
leading in RBIs.
Holy
but
shit.
The defense of Javi though, he's played 20 games in 3 different positions, and he could get a Gold Glove in all 3 of those. Obviously, he can't get them, but he's worthy of getting a Gold Glove in all 3 of those positions. Javi, I don't know if you guys are a baseball fan, but Javi makes baseball exciting. Even if he's going 0 for 4, he's making insane plays in the field.
Danny, we gonna do some baseball predictions
I would love to do some baseball.
Oh, for the playoffs.
for the playoffs?
Yeah.
I'm scared as a Cubs fan though. They've been too streaky.
I better study up.
Yeah,
you
if
better
I already,
say, yeah.
I'll get you some books and my notes and stuff.
Just buy me some books.
Yeah.
But so Javi's turnaround from last year to this year has been incredible. I
Well, he's
give him
playing
that.
full time.
Danny almost had the home run derby. Didn't you get it exactly until the finals?
I had
It was
the finals.
swapped.
I had Schwarber winning over
Bryce.
Bryce
Bryce, and
yeah,
it was, yeah.
future Cub Bryce Harper. Yeah,
Pretty sure like the whole bracket was pretty much right too.
yeah. My bracket was
Danny, right here, give me
Perfect
some.
bracket.
Yeah,
All right, so I don't even know what happened. I just heard some weird
You
noise.
heard it. You
we
didn't
gave
see
some
it.
rocket power.
Yeah, we gave some.
we're
we gave
gonna-
some
when did
woogity,
the play-
woogity, woogity.
When did the playoffs start?
Was there a couple more games left?
I think 2 or 3 more games.
Can you go to the standings? I want to see the standings.
Cubs up 1.5.
So next Friday was
One
supposed to be
Heath.
the NBA predictions. Are we switching that to the MLB?
Yeah, we're gonna
playoffs?
switch next Friday to MLB, and then the Friday after the NBA.
But is that before the NBA season starts?
What
Or
if, what if
should
we
be,
just
yes.
did a video of MLB? We don't got to do it live.
Who's
we can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
before we do? I mean, we could obviously break it down later, but I want to hear who your prediction is for World Series.
Right now,
Yeah,
I'll give you mine, and I don't watch baseball
you're
anymore.
gonna say the Boston Red Sox because they have 107 wins.
No, I'm not actually.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, hold on. All right, you guys can go first. Let me just. I'm not gonna copy anybody's pick. I'm just looking at. I'm looking over some numbers here.
Go ahead.
who do you? Wait, let's do. Should we do AL then NL?
Let's do it.
AL, I gotta go Boston.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go to the Astros.
I was thinking the
Boston.
Astros, but
Boston is so good.
Boston's unreal, but Astros have been there, done that as of recent
how many
times,
games are
so-
left here?
Boston has been
I
there, done
actually
that as
don't even
well.
know. There's what, 3 more games? I can tell you right now, actually. Actually, I can't tell you right now. I can tell you.
Who's
now.
coming out of the NL
Red
there,
Sox played
Danny?
160 games.
There's
3 more
63.
games.
3 more.
3 more for the okay.
Yeah, but some people have like Reynolds.
Rockies
and
just
stuff like
clinched playoff berth.
that. Rockies did.
Just did.
Oh, they won the division. They beat the Dodgers. They came back. Rockies were on an 8-game winning streak. Dodgers a 2-game slide. So Dodgers are going to be playing for the wild card. Where's the Cardinals at? Cardinals are 87. Can you look at wild card bracket? Is there a spot for that in this?
Yeah, I'm looking at some. I'm
Yeah,
looking.
go ahead.
Looking.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's finish our thought first. So you have the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, you had Astros.
Who do you got for?
At the NL?
I know.
I mean, okay, I'm going
Man,
I
NL's
already have
wide
my pick.
open. I feel
Cup-
like.
my
Cubs
pick.
or Brewers?
I'm asking you. Go ahead.
I'm one of those two are my teams.
Pick one.
Really?
And it's very tough
Over the
because,
Braves though.
yes, I think the Braves are too young. The Braves
Well,
are
I'm
too
gonna go
young.
with the Cubs, but I'm gonna have the Cubs losing in the World Series to the Astros. That was my pick. Like
My pick is
month and a half.
between the Brewers and the Cubs, but like as a Cubs fan, I can't say the Brewers because
Look at this Braves winning 47 away. I think that's
yeah,
good
but
for
the,
the
the
playoffs.
Braves are very young and they're not going to do it. I don't think they'll
Braves honestly
at
should.
most will win one playoff series at most.
Braves got some. Yeah, they got some.
They're
gonna
very
be
good.
They're gonna
They're-
be good for a long time.
They just lost what's
I
his
can't
name?
pick an
Dansby
NL team.
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
They just lost him.
I don't know. It's a long, grueling season. I mean, if you're not a baseball fan, it sucks watching 163 games. I honestly think I watched probably like 65% of the Cubs games this year. That's a pretty good percentage for 163.
I watch all of them.
You're out of your mind.
I did not actually.
Yeah. But the October baseball is super fun to watch. Even when they're like close games, I could watch like honestly if it was like the Rockies versus the Braves, 2 teams I don't care about. If it's a close,
Those are
baseball
2
game,
pretty
it's
good
ex-
games. Yeah.
It's a good game.
Me
Why,
and
why aren't
Danny.
you picking the Rockies to go to the World Series? Like
That would be like
what would
if
there
I
be their what would
Rock-
be
if
their
I had to
case?
pick like a Cinderella team, it'd probably be the Rockies.
But they have 90 wins.
Still, that'd be a Cinderella team coming out of
They
there.
came on late. They were like itching for wild card, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
they just won that massive streak,
Yeah.
and then just took over the
You
division.
gotta be hot though. You gotta be hot.
I
You
can't
gotta
pick
be
a
hot
team
at the
from
right
the
time,
NL.
and they are
Well,
hot
the
at the
Cubs-
right
The
time.
Cubs are fingering it out. Per se.
Kind of late.
Yeah.
It's definitely between the Red Sox and the Astros for.
Got to give it up to you,
The
Darvish.
pressure is more on the
Got to give it up to you.
the pressure is more on the Astros because they were there last year. They got to do it again.
Oh, so the A's are making the playoffs here,
A's are making the playoffs.
Yeah.
and they got the home run leader.
Crush Davis.
Is that going to be a
They got
factor?
juice in it?
No, you don't see
Yeah,
a lot.
he-
I mean,
he
it's
kills
going to
the
be
ball.
colder in October.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
Depending on where they're playing. If
Yeah,
they're
I
playing
guess
in
that's
Houston-
true.
Killer ordered Obros.
I actually.
But remember,
it's in
Murphy
Oakland,
was
so
the
they're in Oakland,
was the
so-
difference for the Mets that
What does he
year,
play?
Yeah.
making yeah,
That's gonna be warmer
making
for the
it to
AL
the World
teams.
Series.
But
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, depending on where they're playing, it could be a factor. But like let's just say if it's in Houston, they have a dome. Oakland's outside, but it's not
Houston's retractable. Okay.
And all teams are gonna have a tough time with the home runs. You rarely see it.
I
Hey,
can see
Chris
the I can
Bryant
see
went
the
deep
Yankees
today.
doing it.
He did.
Chris Bryant went
He
deep
also had a
today. Fun
fired
fact.
at-bat.
Hey, he went deep.
He did go deep. That's what we needed.
I can see the Yankees doing it.
You can see
The
Yankees
The
doing it.
Yankees just they
Well, it's
blow
gonna
it
have to
year
Boston
be-
had
year.
an insane year this year. That's crazy. With a 2-game slide at the end.
Is that run differential right there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why are the Astros just smoking everyone?
Oh my God!
They've had really good.
They put up numbers.
Let's look at the
Really
run
good
differential
consistent
from.
Yeah, their pitching is good and they like hit on a consistent basis.
My thing with the
Cubs Astros.
So when the Cubs won the World Series, this is my thing. This is the thing that I hated about that. I love that team. Obviously, they won the World Series for the Cubs, so I can't be mad at it. But they relied on the home run way too much. This year, the Cubs lead in opposite field hits, which when you grow up playing baseball, that's how you're taught to hit the ball. You're supposed to hit the ball where the balls come from. So if it's on the outside corner, you hit it to right field if you're a righty, and so on and so forth. But
You keep the hands inside.
exactly right. But this year, they're not getting the long ball, and they're just not having consistent hits, which is pissing me off more than anything.
Bad news, Danny.
What's that? Brewers
The
win?
Brewers have won the
That's all
game.
right. I'm not worried about it.
It is now a half game.
I
Oh
think it's-
boy!
Isn't it one game? Was it 1.5?
It was 1.5 before this game just finished.
I'm sure.
So is this the as we sit? Is
I
the
don't know how
playing
it
game
sits.
Yankees A's?
I believe so.
Yeah.
In the winter plays the Red Sox, and then the Indians will play the Astros.
Yeah.
I would take if
The
it's playing game,
Yankees,
A's. I would take the Yankees.
Well, is there a home field advantage in
I
that?
think it's whoever's higher.
Whoever has more. Yeah.
Since it's one game, right? Just
Yeah.
in New York.
Two and
Okay,
a
yeah.
half,
I
so
would
You
take
know who
the-
won the play-in last year?
The
I
difference
think
between
the
New
Yankees
York and
did.
Oakland is gotta be ridiculous.
The Yankees won the play-in last year and then went to beat
Moneyball.
Cleveland in Cleveland.
Moneyball.
Brewers, Dodgers. Brewers are gonna. Dodgers. I don't.
It's either going to be Brewers, Dodgers, or Cubs, Dodgers.
Or Cardinals. Instead of the
Cardinals are
Dodgers.
yeah.
Cardinals got to beat the Cubs here. This is insane.
I may actually start watching baseball. I'm getting excited here.
It's October baseball is the only time to actually like if you're not an avid baseball person, October baseball is the only time to do it. You have two more days till October.
You think the Sox will make it? White Sox?
Yeah, they'll make
That
it
sucks
home
for
safely
Kopech.
at night.
That sucks for Kopech. Yeah,
Who's the worst team in baseball? The Orioles. 46 and 113. Oh my
It's a
god.
run differential minus 270. Talk about a year.
Talk about it.
Let's go check the comments.
Talk about a year.
Let's go check the chat out.
Yeah, I think most people don't like baseball, so we probably lost some viewers, but that's okay.
It's pretty hard to like baseball when your team is really bad. I will be so interested in baseball if it's White Sox Cubs in the World Series.
162 games. We were
If
incorrect by
it's
that.
ever White Sox Cubs World Series, people will die. There will be
No, I thought people were gonna die. I thought people were gonna die when the Cubs won it, and honestly,
No,
it was the most
people will die.
respectful thing ever. Like, whereas weren't Eagles fans like flipping over shit?
yeah, they had the
dumping
Crisco
piss.
the Pulls.
They're filling.
I gotta find that. I gotta find this tweet from.
Remember when the guy was like arrested for kicking a police horse?
Yeah, the Cubs
Assaulting a police officer. He did it twice, didn't he? It was two different people on 2 different days. 2 police horse were assaulted in Philadelphia. Like what? And they were going to the bathroom, filling up their cups with piss and throwing it at fans.
Talk about some.
Are you
wild
kidding
fans,
me?
man.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? trying to find this tweet.
Yeah, there could be 2 tiebreakers. On
Somebody said
Monday, which
Marlins
is crazy.
Orioles. I think that was for the World Series prediction.
They
Marlins
should do like
I found
something where like
it.
the 2 worst teams play in not even like
They
like
play
a-
for the first overall
ship
pick.
them?
That's what
Yeah.
people said the NFL should do.
That would be so sweet.
That would be sweet.
The 2 worst teams play at
Wait.
the end of the year.
But what would stop them from like not performing? You know what I mean? Like
But guys that are going into free agency
all right, I want the
wouldn't
first
care.
pick. Oh, my starting quarterback has hemorrhoids. He can't play.
No, the winner gets the first pick.
Winner. Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 But like
That
say,
kind
like
of solves
somebody,
tanking too, because if it's like the Browns, let's say they tank. I don't think anybody really tanks in the NFL, but like last year, maybe they tanked. So then they got to play and they got to win a game and to get the first pick.
I was having a discussion with somebody earlier today about like the amount of games that baseball plays. I wish it was probably like we were wrong, by the way. It wasn't 163, it's 162. But if they played 100 games, I think that's better for the league and more excitement. But the problem is when there's over 100 years of stats for baseball, and they compare numbers so much, and you're never gonna see a 40 home run hitter in 100 games. You're just not gonna see that. So I don't think that's gonna be ever done. One, because of the TV deals that they have for all the different markets, all the commercials that they have ready for that, and then obviously the stats. You're just not going to see that. Rizzo was calling for it to be shortened. I think he said 130, but I think 100 games is a lot better.
Hey, David Wright is back today.
In his final at bat, I think didn't he ground out or something.
Oh, power rankings. Logan.
Anyways, I found the tweet I was looking for.
Let's go, Pete.
Back to this. Tiffany Blackman tweeted, "An Eagles fan just stepped onto our plane to Nashville and loudly says to flight attendant's face, 'We're coming to kick your ass.' Flight attendant calmly says, 'Not my teams.' Like, oh, this just perfectly describes the Eagles fans.
Or the flight attendant saying he's not a Titans fan.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the flight attendant is just takes
They can-
planes to planes
yeah, they can be
everywhere.
from
Like,
anywhere.
They can be from anywhere. Like, just
Coming
Eagles.
for that ass.
Eagles
We're gonna get that.
Eagles fans are just so stupid.
I'm gonna
Oh
get in
my
them
God.
cheeks.
All right, let's go
Guys
power
already-
rankings.
Guys
Power
already
rankings.
wasted. And it's
Astros,
Friday.
Bo Sox, Yankees, A's, Indians, Dodgers.
Dodgers over the Cubs? Are you? I
Look
guess
how
the Dodgers
top heavy
take
that
it.
look how
Asking
top
me?
heavy it is with AL teams.
Are the Rays
AL
out?
teams are
Are the
Gotta
Rays
love it.
done?
Got
Or are
it.
they-
Yeah, they're out.
they're out?
Yeah,
Oh.
gotta love it, huh?
They're ahead of the Braves and the Cardinals.
They're ahead of all these other playoff teams.
Who's last?
Orioles, I think. Yeah.
King of the Royals just went that south just a couple years ago, being real good. Baseball for you.
Can't believe the Rays didn't make.
And the Rangers always were good too, and the Jays were decent, and the Giants.
Giants would always just win every other year.
Yeah, they had that even year magic or whatever it was, or odd year is one of the two.
It's like 3 years.
I'm so surprised that they got rid of Andrew McCutcheon. They got him and then they got rid of him. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
shocking. Was he in Yankees now? I haven't
He's on
seen
the
him.
Yankees,
Is he
yeah.
even playing, or
Well,
is he
you
just
you
there
can't
for
tell
that?
because he's clean shaven now.
Is
Because
he?
that's a Yankees
Clean
rule.
shave.
Everyone on the
Yeah, I know
Yankees
that.
has to be clean shaven. Do you know that?
No, we know.
Derek Jeter,
It's the
number
Yankee
2.
way.
It's a Yankee way. Everyone needs to be
Remaining
shaven.
magic numbers
all over.
Cubs 2 to clinch NL Central. Cubs and Brewers have both clinched their playoff
And I
spot.
think they have 2 more games. The Cubs literally have 2 more games, and they need to win them both.
Yeah, but
Well,
they're
it depends on what the
yeah, the
Brewers
Brewers
do.
Yeah.
It depends on the Brewers do. So if they split, if both teams split, the Cubs are fine. But
Yeah.
Brewers have to go 2-0. The Cubs have to go 1-2 for the Brewers to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Tigers.
I never,
Boom.
I never made my pick. I gotta do more studying. I think I gotta take
Yeah,
some time.
maybe next week.
Watch some film.
I gotta watch film on the Cubs, see if they're ready.
Okay.
Just the Cubs.
They're not, but I think they're still the best team in the NL.
Watch
It's
some
just
Yu
the AL's
Darvish film.
powerhouse.
Watch some Yu Darvish film.
AL's power bottoms,
If the
No, they're power
Cubs
tops.
played,
power tops.
Top heavy. Yeah.
if the Cubs played the Red Sox, we'll say in the World Series, what is your prediction for
Red
like the
Sox.
what?
What
Red
do you-
Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox.
If they played them, what do you think like the final series would be?
Red Sox and
It could
6.
honestly. It really depends on what kind of Cubs that you're going to get. If you're going to get this right now, actually I shouldn't say right now because they're starting to wake up the bats. But you go back 2 weeks, every single hit that they were having was with their purse. It was embarrassing to be. It was embarrassing to be a Cubs fan at that time. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Not including the last game, but the previous 4 games, the Cubs scored. No, the previous 5 games against Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cubs scored 4 runs, and they were all solo home runs. They were literally swinging with their purse out there. It was terrible. Wilson Contreras needs to get his head out of his ass.
Yeah, what is Wilson doing?
He's hitting with his purse.
Wilson.
So what would the series be?
I said in 6.
6 Red Sox and 6.
Red Sox in 6.
Sweep, yeah.
Sweep.
Sweep.
That's not in 6. Why are you saying yeah?
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweep.
Red Sox in 6. Yeah, sweep.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It's still bad. It's still bad. Whichever way you look. If they win
The
one
Astros
game,
won last year. What seed were they going in?
1.
they're last year.
Last
Yeah,
year,
last
don't-
year they were
were
the 1
seed.
seed.
Yeah.
Were they the best team in baseball?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah.
Okay.
By far, too. Very good. Good.
Oh, we can
Oh, look at
just
his
we can just
comments.
look right here. Whoa.
So I keep looking at baseball.
I just want to see what the record is.
My Polly.
Indians.
Indians. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, one game when you get.
Yeah, one game. Yeah. Dodgers had 104. Sheesh.
Yeah, but those Indians blew it to the Yankees.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Have you guys seen Nikola Mirotic without his beard? Yeah, it looks weird.
Yes, he looks so weird.
It's like his face was indented by Bobby
He
Porter.
kind of looks like a mouse.
My college has to be clean shaven, but we can have the rape stashes.
Oh, BYU. I knew that about BYU actually. I'm just
Whoa.
kidding, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know BYU can't swear.
You don't go to college.
Anything else?
I got nothing.
You got nothing? What was going
This
on?
was
In
productive.
Yeah, I think we got to wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we did really good today. High fives to us. Pats on the back for us,
Hey,
guys.
hey,
Hey, high fives. We did good. There it
There's
is.
some game
There's
going
some-
on.
High five in the mic. High five in the mic so people know we're high fiving.
Like
Colorado
Pat
up
my
on
phone
you.
back.
0-3 versus 3-0. Tight game.
oops.
Oh, Tulane with their new uniforms got a win over Memphis.
Their nude uniforms.
Nude.
Nude.
Yeah. That's not what I said. Well, is that gonna do it?
I think
I
that's
got
going to do it here.
Nice show, guys.
Hey,
Jumbo T-Bet.
Jumbo.
What a name.
Nice show, guys. Thanks, Jumbo Teabag. Yeah, 10K subscriber goal.
No,
that's
this is Danny. Danny, take it over.
yeah. He took it away in the in the pick'ems. The end of the pick'ems video, I liked how we talked for like 5 minutes about who won the bye week. That was my favorite part of the whole.
10K subscribers is our subscriber goal. If you haven't subscribed already, we'd really appreciate that. We're working towards it. We're trying to get better every single week for you guys. Riz, the main man over here, has got awesome videos. You should check them out. Almost on the daily now, Riz, huh?
On the daily.
10K subscriber goal. Definitely make it happen. We're here for you. We're talking about nonsense. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but we're in it, okay?
You're heated, and we're just about done here.
I know. I got a long drive home, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll do it for us. And make sure you hit that like and share button. Tell your friends about us. We'd much appreciated.
Or you can go fuck yourself.
Or you can go fuck yourself too. And
Hey,
sure you wrap
go to
it
your
up.
homework, buddy. Go to your homework.
Make sure you wrap it up.
Dingleberry's
Here's a
got to do so.
countdown.
Dingleberry, go do your homework.
Dingle-lingle.
Ding-a-ling-a-berry.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.